Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy again, and today we're talking about stimulus checks. Now, I know what you're thinking, stimulus checks? That's old news. But hear me out. Stimulus checks are still a hot topic and for good reason. They've had a major impact on the economy, and there's still a lot of debate about whether they're a good thing or a bad thing. So in this video, I'm going to give you the lowdown on the impact of stimulus checks on the economy. I'll talk about how they've helped to boost the economy, how they've led to inflation, and what the future holds for stimulus checks. But before we get started, I just want to say that I'm not an economist. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stuff. So if I get anything wrong, please forgive me. So let's start with the basics. What are stimulus checks? Stimulus checks are payments that the government gives to individuals or businesses to stimulate the economy. They're usually given out during times of economic hardship, such as a recession or a pandemic. The idea behind stimulus checks is that they give people and businesses more money to spend, which in turn helps to boost the economy. And that's exactly what happened during the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2020, the US government sent out 3 rounds of stimulus checks, totaling over $2 trillion. And those checks did a lot of good. They helped to keep people afloat during the pandemic, and they helped to prevent the economy from crashing. But stimulus checks aren't without their critics. Some people argue that they're just a waste of money. They say that the government would be better off using that money to invest in infrastructure or education. Others argue that stimulus checks lead to inflation. When people have more money to spend, prices go up. And that's exactly what happened during the COVID-19 pandemic. Inflation in the US rose to a 40-year high in 2022. So what's the future of stimulus checks? It's hard to say for sure. But we'll likely see more stimulus checks in the future. The world is becoming increasingly volatile, and the government will need to find new ways to stimulate the economy. Stimulus checks are one tool that the government has, and they're a tool that's proven to be effective. But even though stimulus checks can be effective, they're not a magic bullet. They can't solve all of the problems that the economy faces. And they can't be used to solve every problem. For example, stimulus checks can't solve the problem of income inequality. They can't make sure that everyone has a fair shot at success. And they can't make sure that everyone has access to quality education and healthcare. But stimulus checks can help to make the economy fairer and more equitable. They can help to make sure that everyone has a chance to succeed. And they can help to make sure that everyone has access to the things they need to live a good life. So there you have it. That's the lowdown on the impact of stimulus checks on the economy. I hope you found this video informative and entertaining. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. But before I go, I just want to leave you with one thought. Stimulus checks are a tool. They're a tool that can be used to help the economy. But they're not a magic bullet. They can't solve all of the problems that the economy faces. So if you're thinking about using stimulus checks, I urge you to think about how you can use them to make the economy fairer and more equitable. Use them to help people who are struggling. Use them to help people who are working hard but still can't make ends meet. Use stimulus checks to make the world a better place. Thanks for watching.